Bancroft Elementary provides all students with an excellent academic foundation as creative and critical thinkers who are empowered to act responsibly with respect for self, community, and the world. The mission statement for Bancroft Elementary sums up the idea of the school almost perfectly. Founded in 1912, the school is located in Minneapolis and teaches students in grades K through 5th grade. Many of the students who attend the school are from nearby neighborhoods and other areas around the school. Many of the students are culturally diverse, and a large amount of them suffer from the achievement gap and the economic status of their families. But this doesn't stop any of them from being excited and ready for school. Most, if not all, of the kids I work with are always excited to read and write and learn more every day. This is the type of environment that Bancroft Elementary has tried and succeeded in creating. Bancroft offers several programs for its students, including things like childcare, language classes, family involvement, special ed, and physical education. Many of the classrooms are equipped with the latest technology to provide for the students some of the best possible learning experience. The connection is strengthened by the bonds the teachers and their students make with each other. When speaking to Gracia Zermenio, a second grade teacher at Bancroft, we asked her to see what some of her favorite and least favorite parts of teaching were. She responded that, "My favorite part is spending time and learning about my students. My least favorite part is not being able to meet the needs of all of my students and the fact that we don't have all of the available resources. Also, some of the mentalities of other teachers that sometimes think that children's poverty and their home lives prevent them from learning all of the time. I think that all children can learn. It's our job to make sure that we do everything we can to let the other factors have less of an effect on them." Obviously, she is a perfect example of what teachers should do and how some are succeeding at Bancroft. Her devotion shines through with what she finds most rewarding about her job. Ms. Zermenia says, "I love my students, and the most rewarding part is the moment after we are struggling with content and they finally get it. I also like being the only constant for some of them in their lives, as some are homeless and others don't have a mom, dad present in their lives. This connection bleeds through when we participate in service as well. The positive energy and the joy of the kids is always motivational."
Every Thursday I read with 3 different boys. The first one likes to tell me about how his new shoes make him faster on the playground. The second boy only likes to read books about animals and enjoys learning about them so much that he sometimes starts speaking so rapidly in Spanish that I can't even understand what he's trying to say. The third just got glasses and is really proud of them. Even though I'm reading with him, he doesn't seem to need the help. He's excellent at it and definitely has the most patience for it. It's so great coming back every week and seeing that they have improved. I get to watch them get better at reading, quite a life skill, and know that it was partially due to my efforts. Realization that these kids are learning and succeeding and preparing for the future is something that Bancroft takes pride in and supports their students through the process.
Despite this love, there is still a substantial problem with the school system at Bancroft. In asking what could be accomplished for the school in the future, Mr. Zermenia responded saying, "I wish we were more purposeful with the help that we get and how we use our resources. For example, we now just have one educational assistant come into our classroom, but they come in and they just jump in on how to help. It would be better if they were able to plan with the teachers so that they could accelerate the learning of some students or help bridge the gaps that exist for others." In an even bigger reality, our schools are still segregated, and that's the problem with the education system and why it's been broken. It's almost like they want them to fail, and they're not necessarily doing everything they can. So while there are definitely problems here, there is a mentality to promote the students to learn, and teachers are constantly attempting to reach out and promote education. If funding for Bancroft were to be eliminated, a support system for hundreds of kids would be cut off. For a lot of these kids, the only steady thing in their lives is school, and I've seen it firsthand. These kids love school. Possibly taking away the only place that they feel safe would be a crime, and when you've seen these kids' faces when they read, you know that it's the truth. By having a positive foundation based on respect, academics, and critical thinking, Bancroft hopes their students will go far with their educations and achieve success in the future. In a time where public schools constantly struggle to toe the line, Bancroft is trying its hardest to meet that expectation.